Habari gani, Ndugu na dada. This is one of your brothers, teaching elder, a general in your army, a teaching general, and a struggling general. So what does the general have to say to you at this time? Following is what one of your generals, General Abu Amin Ra, yours truly, has to say to you today. Listen, my brothers and sisters, here's some good news, even in the dreadful plight we find ourselves in as captives from Africa, held on a stolen territory called the United States of America. Now listen, I want you to think about this. We're really blessed and don't know it. I recently had a DNA ancestry test done for myself. And when I received the results, I wrote them down, and they are as follows: Cameroon, Congo, Southern Bantu, 32%. Benin and Togo, 21%. Mali, 20%. Senegal, 3%. Ivory Coast, 2%. Nigeria, 1%. East African, 1%. And the balance of approximately 20% of European and Eastern European. So my brothers and sisters, I shared this information with you to open your eyes to something we've been missing all of these centuries. We're already united. Those of us in the United States of America and the Caribbean and those in South America. But let us focus in today on the African captives within the boundaries of the United States of America. We know they stole our labor, treated us atrociously, interbred with us, raping our mothers and our daughters and our sisters whenever they desire to do so. They treated us so atrociously and so racially prejudiced and bigoted and drenched with racism that we can even note it now today in the differences in the way they treat their dogs and the way they treat the African descendants in their midst. So my brothers and sisters, I want you to think about this now. I gave you my DNA test results because I want you to note that I come from various parts of Africa. It's in me, my ancestors. You also have a similar report, possibly different in percentages, but nevertheless, a mixed report. So my brothers and sisters, I want you to think about this one thing. This is what is good that came out of chattel slavery. Now, chattel slavery was an evil monstrosity. But sometimes you can get a little good. Not intended good, but good. Natural goodness from the worst situation in the world. So my brothers and sisters, the blessing that came out of slavery, the one blessing that I know about, is they took us from various people throughout Africa, mixed us together in a potpourri, and added their own DNA to the pot. And now the results is we are one people, are close people and don't realize it because they have dynamics in place now that serve to keep us divided from one another. But we are one people now. We came from various tribes and now we belong to one tribe with two faces. That's the captive African tribes in the United States of America. Some revolutionaries and some are Khatams, two-faced. But here we are, one people. So now, my brothers and sisters, the next step for us to do is to become organized, unified, seize some land, seize our own land, the Black Belt. That belongs to us. Seize it. As you pronounce a petition before the UN for self-determination completely. Do you get this message? Do you understand what I'm trying to say? We're one people here on this shore here. They took all those tribes and intermixed us together, even through their own blood in it. And here we are today, a new people, a new nation. One could say a Pan-African in reality. So my brothers, I say to you, listen carefully to what I'm saying. If you can use it, use it. Even if you just come together and act the way we really are, which is one people, the ancestors reborn through our mothers and fathers. So hold us together now and act like we are one people. Fight the same fight because we have the same enemy. Let's struggle for the land, for what belongs to us. The land we worked, lived on, and still lives on. The area termed and the Black Belt in the United States of America. Pasagado, my brothers and sisters. Peace now. Hotep to you. And let's put on the struggle for the land and self-determination. Hotep.